Now at 4 News Now at 6, a north central Spokane house fire leaves 2 dead and 2 kids in a coma. The do-it-yourself job that investigators say led to the tragedy.
The beautiful spring weather is here, and it's only going to get warmer. I'll let you know how long it's going to last in your first alert forecast.
And it's a spud spectacle. Thousands of potatoes left on the side of a road near Airway Heights. We peel the mystery behind this starchy situation. You're watching 4 News Now at 6. Well, this family of 4 was lost in a deadly house fire in north central Spokane over the weekend. And this is what that house looks like today. The Spokane Fire Department saying the fire was caused by an electrical malfunction. The victim's family confirms the 2 parents, Robert and Ariel Desilets, have passed away, and their 2 boys, ages 2 and 7, are now in comas with no chance of recovery. Marissa Rio has the heartbreaking details from Spokane Fire's investigation.
This is the aftermath of the house fire that happened on Saturday morning. You can see right here some flowers that people have brought by. I spoke with Ariel Desilets' sister earlier, and she was really emotional, saying her sister was the most selfless person she knew. A family car that sits in the driveway of a home that's been diminished to nothing but shattered windows and charred remains is reminiscent of what used to be the Desilets house. The Spokane Fire Department has determined the cause of fire was accidental, saying in a press release that investigators identified an extension cord in place of permanent wiring as the point of failure. The fire started on the porch, and a fire official says it spread quickly upstairs.
So much fire on the main floor and the people are upstairs, so getting them out can be a challenge. That's why we ended up taking them out of the second floor. On the back side, one of the windows, they cut the window down to the floor, but essentially to get people out faster that way. But
this is what the fire looked like the morning it started, flames scorching through the roof. A neighbor says she woke up to what she thought was the sound of chainsaws.
I saw lights and it woke me up, and I asked my boyfriend, I said, "What's going on?" He ran in and he goes, "Your grandma's old house is on fire." And he said, "I ran over there and I tried to get in." And he goes, "It was so bad, I couldn't get there. The other neighbors over there," he goes, he called 911. He goes, "I couldn't, the flames were just shooting out of the front." He goes, "It was so hot I couldn't."
The Spokane Fire Department wants to emphasize that licensed electricians should perform all electrical modifications and/or additions. It's also important to make sure you have working smoke alarms on every level of your home. For more information on ways you can help family members of the Desilets, visit our website at kxly.com. Reporting in Spokane, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
Just a tragic story there. The legal team for the man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students can now resume surveying potential jurors. A few weeks ago, the judge stopped the surveys. The state argued Bryan Kohberger's lawyers violated the gag order when they conducted a phone survey of potential jurors. It contained questions like these, shown here on your screen, that the state called loaded questions that would make finding an impartial jury in Latah County more difficult. According to new court documents, the judge ruled the defense can continue conducting the survey. In his ruling, the judge wrote the defense could continue the process if Kohberger's attorneys believe it's more beneficial than harmful, despite containing prejudicial or misinformation. The judge also ruled the court does not have enough evidence to second-guess the strategic decision by the defense. All right, here's a live look over downtown Spokane. We hope you're enjoying this nice weather because we have more on the way. And Chris, it sounds like it's going to get even warmer before our temperatures start to take a dip later this week.
Yes, we are heading into the mid-60s starting tomorrow, and we're going to keep some sunshine going. Let's take a look now at 4 things to know about your weather. We have a midweek warm-up coming with a mix of sun and clouds, breezy conditions on Wednesday, and then the possibility of some showers Thursday and Friday. We need those showers, and that's also going to come along with some cooler weather. Here's a look at the view this evening, though. It is an absolutely beautiful Earth Day evening after a gorgeous day, blue skies and sunshine, and quite a bit more time left to enjoy it, almost 2 hours worth. Temperatures right now almost 60 degrees in Spokane. It is 60 in Ritzville and 63 in Moses Lake. We're in the mid-50s in Coeur d'Alene, Pullman, Sandpoint, and Bonners Ferry. This evening, expect light winds, clear skies, temperatures dropping into the 40s, but not until 9 o'clock. Great evening to get out and enjoy. As I mentioned, it is going to be even warmer. Tomorrow, I'll be back with that forecast and tell you all about the rain on the way in just a few minutes. Derek.
All right, Chris, thank you. The president of Gonzaga University announced he will retire at the end of next school year. In his announcement, President Thane McCullough wrote, after 15 years as president, it is time to prepare the way for others to have the honor and responsibility of leading Gonzaga into its future.
It really is an opportunity to hopefully advantage the university in the search process at a time when we know that there are a number of universities and colleges across the country that are looking for leaders.
McCullough was the first president of the university who is not an ordained minister. He'll help in the transition to the next president by July of 2025. Now, this announcement comes a few days after Washington State University President Kirk Schulz announced his plans to retire at the end of next school year as well. To learn more about President Schulz's goals for the rest of his time at WSU, you can look for this story on KXLY.com. The University of Idaho raised over $1.1 million during this year's Vandal Giving Day, smashing the previous record set last year by over $300,000. The fundraiser gathers money for scholarships, colleges, and programs across the university. Well, right now, almost 500 healthcare workers at Sacred Heart Medical Center are on strike after no new bargaining contract was agreed upon. Providence Sacred Heart said it's now focused on ensuring smooth operations and filling those vacancies with temporary workers. Providence even offering those workers close to triple what the striking employees earn. 4 News Now's Hunter Bertram is live at the picket line with what's to come following this 8-day strike. Hunter.
Yeah, Derek, well, what's to come is the union hopes a new and more equitable offer will come that they say is needed to continue providing those strong services at Sacred Heart for our community.
The hardest part is walking out that door.
25 years Angela has walked through Sacred Heart's doors.
It's not an easy process to walk away from my home, away from home. 25 years is a long time.
Always returning to care for another patient. Yet today, she left in tears.
We love our hospital. We just want Providence as a system to wake up and see that they have to stand up and give us what we need to survive and to make it plausible for us to stay here. Other hospitals are paying more and we need fair payment.
Unfair and illegal negotiation practices. That's what Sacred Heart workers on strike are claiming against Providence, demanding better pay and benefits for their work.
You have to maybe sacrifice a little bit to maybe step forward. It's basically we can't afford not to because we can't afford what they're paying us.
With those almost 500 workers on strike, Providence says services will remain the same, offering replacement workers nearly triple than those striking. Teresa saying,
"It's a slap in the face."
The 8-day strike is not expected to impact hospital services, as Providence has brought in additional resources to keep their operations going. Providence says they are working to ensure picketers do not impede patients or visitors. I also asked the union ultimately what's next following this strike. They hope to see a better offer from Sacred Heart they can agree upon, yet if it doesn't come, it's unclear what the future holds for both the union and its workers. Live in Spokane, Hunter Bertram, 4 News Now.
All right, Hunter, thank you. Hundreds of thousands of potatoes are up for grabs on one road in West Spokane County, while close to 500,000 pounds of spuds are being donated. And the Supreme Court is hearing arguments that could decide where the homeless are allowed to sleep, while one Oregon city says current laws are preventing it from better serving its community. Next on 4 News Now.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Save your greed! Some injury lawyers you see on TV aren't even from here. They could be in Texas, California,
or even worse, Florida.
Local representation matters.
Good luck getting attention from 1,000 miles away.
Call the advocates.
We're here for you, not way over there for you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jeffrey Lyman. I'm an orthopedic surgeon and my entire practice is dedicated to taking care of patients with knee problems. From ACL and meniscus tears to total knee replacements, I want to make sure you're ready for life's adventures. I'm here to help you master your knee pain and regain your active lifestyle. Visit me at the Orthopedic Sports Institute's new state-of-the-art surgery center in Hayden. Ready to take the first step? Call for a consultation today and let me help guide you to a pain-free future.
Call or click today and set up your consultation with Orthopedic Sports Institute.
When your backyard is bursting with color and beauty, you're feeling more than pride. You've got the power of the flower from the Plant Farm. The power of the flower gives you creativity, inspiration, energy, and so much more. With the helping hand of the Plant Farm, life excites and your talent knows no boundaries. Bring home the power of the flower from the Plant Farm today, because life is better in the garden.
UFCW 3000 is building a union that fights to make sure that essential workers get better wages, respect on the job, and a safe workplace.
Our union believes it's time for the employers to do the right thing and provide the kind of wages, benefits, and schedules that improve both employee services and company commitment.
It's a win-win. The company has skilled workers long-term, and it strengthens families and the community they live, shop, and work in. And isn't that what every American worker deserves?
Do you need a paradise getaway? Mississauga Casino Hotel has what you need this Saturday. Two winners will receive a share of just over $10,000 cash. 2 nights in a cabin and a 2-day pontoon adventure at Two Rivers Resort, located at the confluence of the Spokane and Columbia Rivers. Earn entries by playing your favorite games at Mississauga Casino Hotel, north of Spokane on Highway 395.
You know what I've learned from playing soccer? Play as a team, outwit your opponent, and never give up.
You know what I've learned from being a lawyer? Play as a team, outwit your opponent, never give up.
No wonder we work so well together.
Yeah.
We'll take a look at this video of a fire burning off of I-90 in downtown Spokane this morning. The Spokane Fire Department says it responded to 2 other fires that they say took place at the homeless camps. Spokane Fire says no one was injured. As of right now, there is no word on what caused this fire. Today, the U.S. Supreme Court has taken up its biggest case on homelessness in more than 40 years. The question, can a city ban homelessness even if the unhoused have nowhere else to go? ABC's Christian Cordero breaks down each side's arguments.
Today, an Oregon city of 40,000 people is at the center of a Supreme Court case that has consequences in cities and towns nationwide.
Where do we put them if every city, every village, every town lacks compassion and passes a law identical to this?
For more than a decade, Grants Pass, Oregon has tried enforcing local encampment laws, banning anyone who sleeps in public from using a blanket, pillow, or cardboard box. Penalties include civil fines and a potential 30-day jail term for repeat offenders.
I think that it is harmful for people to be living in public spaces, on streets and in parks, whatever bedding materials, when humans are living in those conditions. We think that that's not compassionate.
A group of Grants Pass homeless residents argue the city's approach violates the 8th Amendment by inflicting cruel and unusual punishment on homeless people.
It is not right to punish people without homes for things outside their control.
Unhoused people like Ashley Hansen say tickets or jail time don't help them find housing, and with no public shelters inside city limits, she argues she has nowhere else to go.
Being homeless is very hard. Day by day, we get harassed either by the cops or people driving by or our neighbors. They want their parks back, but there's nothing that they can do because we have a right to be homeless and live in the parks.
The justices have a lot of questions about whether homelessness is someone's status or their conduct. It's an important factor to what they ultimately rule, which is expected before the end of June. Christian Cordero, ABC News, Washington.
Warmer weather ahead for Tuesday, but we are going to see a few more clouds, partly sunny skies, at times more clouds than sun. High temperature of 66 degrees, 59 is our average high. There are some changes, some needed rain in the forecast. I'll let you know what to expect after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now.
is brought to you by Gamma Knife.
Hi, welcome to Coeur d'Alene Honda.
Thank you. I've been coming to Coeur d'Alene Honda for years, and they always treat me just like family here.
Our customers love how easy it is to do business with us.
We have Hondas that fit everyone's budget.
Awarded Dealer of the Year and rated 4.7 on Google.
All new Hondas and select pre-owned come with our nationwide lifetime warranty.
Plus, all new Hondas come with 2 years free maintenance.
Which Honda would you prefer? Coeur d'Alene Honda with the lifetime warranty at no additional cost to you, or the other guys?
Don't forget about our lifetime warranty.
So here at Hayden Lake Physical Therapy and Aquatics, we offer a wide range of physical therapy services, all the way from treating young athletes, all the way up to seniors who have a hard time standing or walking, and everything in between. Currently, Hayden Lake Physical Therapy is building its 3rd location in Post Falls on Highway 41. The clinic is an 8,800 square foot building, just like this one on Prairie Avenue. It does have an aquatic therapy pool, and it is scheduled to be open in May of 2024.
Visit AutoNation Acura Spokane Valley for attractive offers on a new vehicle.
Nice work. You take card?
Can I get a check?
Sure. Let me go find one.
Thanks.
Check behind the VCR. Can I be frank? You're cutting off potential clients by not offering card payments. That's like only watching one channel.
That's fine. World War II channel.
One type of music.
Postmodern polka.
One chain.
Don't be a hater.
Try our mobile card reader.
Oh, good. You do take it.
Welcome to the future.
All right, let's power up.
Nice. 2 hands. 10 and 2. STCU Business.
For a limited time, Pape Machinery is blowing out select model year 2023 inventory at dealer cost. Pick up a brand new John Deere compact tractor for a fraction of the original price. Stop by Pape Machinery Ag and Turf today to get started.
All right, welcome back to 4 News Now at 6. The CDC is launching a new initiative to protect you from heat exposure. The center's new plan includes a 7-day nationwide heat forecast that will tell you when temperatures could reach harmful levels, give information on local air quality, and offer new guidance to help clinicians keep at-risk patients safe as temperatures rise. This comes after record heat caused record high rates of health emergencies in some parts of the U.S. last year. Now, the CDC says heat-related illnesses remain a public health concern as climate change results in longer, hotter, and more frequent episodes of this extreme heat. Seems like a good idea to me.
Yes, and we don't need that type of warning every summer in the inland Northwest, but when we do, the impacts are tremendous.
Sure.
So that is good, and obviously across the country, that is an issue, and appropriate timing for that information. It is Earth Day. One of the focuses of this year's Earth Day is, of course, reducing plastic use, a conversation I've been having at my own house with the darn pop bottles and shampoo bottles and all the things. Hopefully we'll make more strides to eliminate that. Our high temperature today, 60 degrees, which is almost exactly average, and it was a chilly start at 32. 38 is our average overnight low, so we're still not in the planting season. Getting down to freezing, still a regular occurrence. Here's a look at our temperature trend over the next 7 days. This white line right here is our average high, and we're going to be above average for the next couple. We'll be up in the mid-60s. Then starting to cool down Thursday and staying just a little bit below average through the rest of the 7-day forecast. And with that dip in temperatures comes the possibility of some needed precipitation. Starting off on Thursday with a 30% chance of measurable rain. Then it jumps to 60, a much better chance. We'll keep that chance of rain going through the weekend and even into early next week. Here's a look at our weather pattern. We have a cold front approaching for late in the day Thursday. We'll see some mountain showers earlier in the day and then a better chance to see some rain across the rest of the region Thursday night and into Friday morning. Here's Friday at 6 a.m. with that front approaching. That front's going to keep things cooler for the weekend and keep the chance of showers going. Also, as it passes through, the potential for some isolated thunderstorms. Right now, it doesn't look like anything widespread on Thursday, but if you have a golf game or plans to be out on a lake or a river, just keep in mind that you'll want to check back either on the 4 News Now First Alert Weather app or here with me or Mark Peterson in the morning to see how those thunderstorms are shaping up. Tuesday morning's lows will be down in the 30s, a little bit warmer overnight tonight with highs tomorrow in the 60s and 70s. We'll keep those above average temperatures for Wednesday. Breezy on Wednesday, not especially windy, but we could have gusts up to 20 miles per hour, and then those showers, possible thunderstorms on Friday. Little bit of wet weather ahead for the weekend, and that will continue into early next week. Long range forecasts showing the potential for more wet weather, above average precipitation through next week and into next weekend. So hopefully we'll make up some ground on the dry weather that we have had, Derek.
Okay, Chris, thank you. Well, the initiative from the National Park Service encourages doctors to write park prescriptions to help patients with their mental and physical health. Dr. Darian Sutton of ABC News explains the benefits of just being outdoors.
ParkRx is a community health initiative that works to provide the prescription for wellness by getting more people outdoors.
You cannot get a better opportunity to reinvigorate yourself, to reset yourself, and then getting outside in the great outdoors and taking a walk and being in the national parks.
Getting outside and exercising can help your health in a number of ways. Just simply getting exposure to sunlight can help you build up vitamin D, improving your immune health and your muscle function. Also, just simply being outside in green spaces can benefit your mental health. Walking and incorporating aerobic exercise can help keep your heart healthy and reduce stress. Dozens of programs across the country are now available to help increase outdoor activity. One of these programs, Walk with the Doc, encourages patients to go outside and walk.
Walking is medicine, and for me, it's a form of medicine. And when I get outside and I start walking, it just feels freeing. Like the weight of the world starts to fall off of me when I have a chance to walk.
How much walking do I need to do every week? Is there a specific amount, or is there too little, too much? What do I need to do?
Important question. It's 150 minutes a week, so 25 minutes a day. And if you miss a day, it's okay. But key is just sticking with it.
And I always think about this, walking versus running. Do I have to be extra, exert myself beyond, or can I just simply walk?
Yeah, walking really gets it done. Running gets it done a little faster, but you get all the benefits from walking, and it's lower impact.
When I look across our medical system and the ability of doctors to use all the tools that they can at hand, our Parks prescription program is probably a key to that. Being able to get and prescribe to people who are having stressful issues or who may need to do rehabilitation, getting them outside into the national parks or any park for that matter, so that they can enjoy and get through recovery, so that they can again reduce their stress level, so that they can center and focus on their own personal well-being. You can't ask for a better program.
Dr. Darian Sutton, ABC News, Rock Creek National Park.
Well, Arbor Day is also this week. If you're looking for days to celebrate, we've got you covered. On Friday, you can take an educational walk through Mirabeau Point Park. Then on Saturday, head to the Finch Arboretum for fun activities, including live music, free seedlings, and more. Well, there are a few Washington State Cougars expecting to hear their names called in the NFL draft later this week. Coming up, Alice Crescenti breaks down the tape of safety Jaden Hicks with head coach Jake Dicker.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Home. It's both a place and a feeling. At yours, you strive to make new memories, create traditions, share stories, find the fun, embrace the surprises, and celebrate moments big and small. Memories are made at home, in every room, in every moment. Make your house feel like home at the Tin Roof.
Yeah,
I'm a little over my head here.
We can certainly take care of that for you. When you're looking for a company that's noteworthy, look no further.
Call your friends at Mainstream Electric Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing and spend your time doing more important things.
Join STCU Best of Broadway for classic comedies, family favorites, and blockbuster hits live at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Season tickets include Stephen Sondheim's smash hit musical comedy Company, Funny Girl, the hit Broadway show with one of the greatest musical scores of all time, hilarious fan favorite Beetlejuice, feel-good celebration Mamma Mia, and the multi-Tony Award-winning new musical MJ. Order season tickets to reserve your seats now at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Off to a game? To work. Wherever you're off to next, AutoNation Toyota helps you find the right car. Drive your favorite new 2024 Toyota Camry for only $487 a month. Go to AutoNation Toyota today.
Shake up your shower with a flavor for every feeling. This Dove freshens you up. This Dove winds you down. This Dove leaves you glowing. And this Dove keeps you going. So whatever care you care about, there's a Dove for everybody.
What if you could go from this to this with just one step? TRESemmé Silk Serum. Time for the ultimate humidity test. Weightlessly smooth hair. Your turn. New TRESemmé Keratin Smooth Collection.
It's that time of year to book your roofing project now, before the summer rush hits. At McVeigh Brothers Roofing, Siding, and Windows. And when you purchase a new CertainTeed roof today, you'll get a 5-star lifetime material and labor warranty upgrade for free.
4 News Now is brought to you by Shriners Children's Spokane, the most amazing care anywhere.
All right, take a look at this video of people in Minnesota rushing to rescue the person trapped inside an SUV that is slowly being engulfed in flames. The Minnesota State Patrol says the SUV hit a light pole along I-94 near St. Paul. The vehicle was pinned against the guardrail. Once the group realized they weren't going to be able to get the door open, they decided to pull them out through the window. Incredibly, no injuries were reported, and the driver later released a statement saying, "I'm alive today because several Good Samaritans and professional first responders saved my life." Wow. Well, the clock is ticking for viral social media app TikTok. Over the weekend, House lawmakers passed a bill that could ban the popular app from the U.S. if the Chinese owner, ByteDance, doesn't sell within a year. The potential measure is lumped into a $95 billion foreign aid package. Top intelligence leaders are concerned user data on the app could become compromised. The bill is receiving some bipartisan support, but for some TikTok creators, the app has been a launching pad for lucrative businesses.
I'm happier than I have ever been, and it is because this app has opened the door for me to figure out how I can make a difference in the world.
A TikTok spokesperson calling the action unfortunate, telling ABC News the bill would trample the free speech rights of 170 million Americans, devastate 7 million businesses, and shutter a platform that contributes $24 billion to the U.S. economy annually. The Senate is expected to vote on the package tomorrow. A new study suggests the global economy could soon be heavily impacted by climate change. We explain how rising temperatures are impacting your wallet coming up.
Hundreds of thousands of potatoes ended up here in Spokane County. Find out how they got here coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
When I was told I had a brain tumor, my life disappeared in a moment. I feared for my future, but even more, I feared for the ones I love. How would they move on without me? But when my doctor told me about the Gamma Knife of Spokane, everything changed. I can get my brain tumor treated in just 1 day and continue living the life I love. Because of Gamma Knife, I have hope.
Considering a new air conditioner? Before you commit, call Bill's Heating and AC. We're elevating efficiency and savings by matching heat pump prices to any local air conditioner quotes and setting a new standard for comfort. Why heat pumps? Similar to ACs, they offer high efficiencies to heat and cool your home for a lower cost. And with the purchase of qualifying equipment, you may be eligible to receive a 25C tax credit of up to $3,200. Don't miss out. Call Bill's Heating and AC for your free quote now.
Elegance, style, quality, custom made for your project. Agalite shower doors and bath enclosures by River City Glass are designed for a lifetime of use. Timeless beauty that speaks for itself with superior quality and exceptional value. Offering exquisite custom wine room enclosures and office room glass, specializing in custom mirrors crafted to fit your space. Producing high-performance glass for every project, residential and commercial. River City Glass.
What can we make for you today? From the Sweet Palace in Phillipsburg, Montana.
Next ET, Hugh Grant on the return of Bridget Jones.
It's one of the best scripts I've read for a long time.
Plus, Anne Hathaway, Nicholas Galitzine talk their steamy rom-com next ET.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Entertainment Tonight at 7:30.
Right now, there's just so much happening in our world. So much at stake at the start of every morning.
Making sense of it all, that's not always so easy.
And that's where we come in.
Good Morning America. We want you to know every morning.
We're right here, and we got you.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
You were taking a live look at what some people are calling Potato Hill. Over the weekend, the local Hutterite colony started to drop off loads of potatoes. They say they have way too many because their usual buyers only needed a little more than half of their normal supply. Now, once word got out on social media, people started flocking from all over the inland Northwest to get their hands on some free spuds. The potatoes are located off of Wood Road and Sprague Road near Deep Creek, just north of Highway 2. That's where we find our Bronte Saratsky with the latest on the big old potato pile.
Yeah, Derek, people are definitely still taking advantage of this plethora of potatoes. Now, people I spoke with tell me they are excited to make anything from French fries to potato soup and say that this will be an unforgettable experience.
The community gets a kick out of it.
With potatoes piled high, some have nicknamed this area Potato Hill.
This is crazy, just free food for everybody.
Hundreds of thousands of potatoes dumped by the Hutterite colony after their usual buyers only wanted 60% of their supply.
So they have dumped tons and tons of potatoes. They dumped them on Friday night, and as you can see, they're still here.
And they will be for a while. More are expected to be dumped in the next few days, drawing in people from Spangle all the way to Idaho.
I think I was expecting about half and about 1 row maybe. But yeah, it's huge. It's huge.
As kids used the surplus of spuds as a playground, people filled their bags and crates with as much as they could carry.
Yeah, you have 2 big bags. I got 3 more in the car too.
Daydreaming about their future starchy concoctions.
Potato soup or baked potatoes, French fries,
mashed potato. Some are also using this charitable act as a way to give back.
I took a couple extra bags to hand out to some of my clients and my husband's coworkers and stuff like that too. Just trying to share the love to everybody.
Thankful for the Hutterites' generosity.
They could have fed it to their stock. They could have just thrown it away, but they want to help Spokane.
Now, there are still tons of potatoes out here, so, maybe if you're looking for something extra to pick up for dinner, come out here, and there are going to be even more throughout the week. So there's just so many potatoes to go around that you can take advantage of. But for now, reporting live near Reardon, Bronte Saratsky, 4 News Now.
We should point out Bronte did bring a big box full of them back into the newsroom today. Now, we were told that they dropped about 250 tons, or about 500,000 pounds of potatoes on the side of the road there. To put that in perspective, that's only about 50,000 pounds more than the Statue of Liberty weighs.
Oh, my goodness.
It's a whole lot of potatoes.
It is, but they go with everything.
That's
Have
right.
them every night for weeks and weeks, right?
Yeah.
We eat them at my house all the time.
That's
and
JoJo's with by lunch this afternoon.
Oh, well, there you go. Let's take a look at your live shot over downtown Spokane right now. The weather is perfect if you want to head out and pick some potatoes out there. I would do that if they weren't delivered to the newsroom, thanks to Bronte. I've take some home with me tonight. Just a beautiful evening in progress. We'll see a few more clouds tomorrow, but we're also going to see a few more degrees. A midweek warm-up. We're heading into the mid-60s for Tuesday and Wednesday with a mix of sun and clouds. More clouds on Wednesday than Tuesday. It's going to be breezy on Wednesday as well. Not windy, but winds in the 20-mile-per-hour range for gusts. Showers back in the forecast for Thursday and Friday. Needed showers, I should say. Here's a look at our high temperatures today. 60 in Spokane, 58 degrees in Coeur d'Alene. We were in the mid-60s in Moses Lake and Lewiston, 65 in Omak, and 57 degrees in Colville today. We're going to be warmer tomorrow in the mid-60s, but a lot of 70s, including Omak, Grand Coulee, Wenatchee, Moses Lake, 71, 72 degrees in Lewiston. We'll be very close to 70 in Spokane Valley and downtown, more likely in the upper 60s. Here's a look at your Tuesday planner. Partly sunny skies, winds generally less than 10 miles per hour, 35 degrees to start the day with that high of 66. 59 is our average high. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, Chris, thank you. We are just a few days away from the 2024 NFL Draft live from downtown Detroit. And for the Washington State Cougars, it appears they'll have multiple players selected for the second time in 3 years. Our Alex Crescenti spoke with head coach Jake Dickert about what his players will bring to the NFL. In the first of a week-long series, safety Jaden Hicks is first up.
We're joined by Washington State head football coach Jake Dickert. Coach, you've been in this game long enough to see some pretty good players go off to the NFL, some at very elite levels. And this group of guys that are going to be going off and playing on Sundays in the fall, pretty good group.
I would say the biggest thing is they're really special to me and our program because they came here and we got an opportunity to develop them. And I think it's really good for our program to show when you come here, we're going to give you the tools and add the values necessary to get you where you ultimately want to go. I love coaching guys that want to play in the NFL because we're going to hold them accountable to that high standard. And obviously the Jaden Hicks, the Shaw Smith-Wade, the Brennan Jackson, R.J. Stone, Lincoln Victors, and a slew of other guys, just excited for them to take the next step in their journey.
I want to begin with Jaden Hicks because he might be the first Coug taken off the board. 6'3", hard-hitting safety. What really makes him NFL ready?
Well, Alex, we tried everything we could to get him back. If I'm being honest with you, just a special, unique talent. A kid that we saw out of Bishop Gorman and played corner, but knew just out of the fabric from who he was going to have all the tools to be just a next-level safety. He can cover man, he can blitz, he's smart and processes everything, and he's only getting better. Everything we've heard from NFL scouts, he's just scratching the surface. So, you know, you saw it right there, an amazing play that he just made in the Apple Cup. He works as hard as anybody, and like I said, you're taking a guy that's going to be a no-doubter as far as how hard he's going to work and the professionalism that he brings to your organization.
Now, I heard a rumor that when he was a redshirt, NFL scouts were asking about him.
Yeah.
Did he stand out that much as an 18-year-old?
Well, he's one of those guys that get out. He's a bus guy. You get off the bus and you're like, who is that guy, right? Just long arms, ideal frame, still growing into his body, but back then it was 189 pounds. Now he's 210 pounds. They're leaning him out. He's running fast. He's going to test extremely well. Like I said, there's just an intangible piece that people see him just being a jackknife in the NFL. Strong safety, free safety, blitz package, outside linebacker. There's so many things you can do with a guy like Jaden Hicks.
Big fan of Jaden Hicks right here. All right, we want to remind you that you can watch the NFL Draft right here on ABC starting on Thursday at 5 o'clock. Around the nation now, in the first of 4 criminal cases to go to trial, opening statements began in former President Donald Trump's hush money case. This is the first time in American history a former president is being prosecuted for an alleged crime. ABC's Rena Roy has the latest from the courtroom.
A historic day in a Lower Manhattan courtroom with opening statements in the hush money trial of former President Donald Trump. Prosecutors saying this case is about criminal conspiracy, accusing Trump of arranging a $130,000 payment to adult film actress Stormy Daniels to keep her from revealing their alleged affair right before the 2016 presidential election.
They don't have to technically prove a criminal conspiracy. He is not being charged with anything in that sense, but the criminal conspiracy lends itself towards the falsification of documents as well as the underlying crimes.
Trump shaking his head no while listening to the prosecution tell jurors that he schemed with his former fixer Michael Cohen and former National Enquirer publisher David Pecker to influence the general election by concealing negative information about him. Trump passing notes and whispering to his attorneys at times. Trump's defense attorney telling the jury, "I have a spoiler alert. There is nothing wrong with trying to influence an election. It's called democracy." The defense arguing Trump relied on lawyers to arrange that payment. Trump has long denied the affair and any wrongdoing. He's pleaded not guilty to the charges.
It's a case as to bookkeeping. You pay a lawyer, he's a lawyer, and they call it a legal expense. That's the exact term they use, legal expense.
Prosecutors calling Pecker as their first witness. He once called Trump a personal friend, flashing a smile as he took the stand. Prosecutors accusing him of acting as a co-conspirator in helping buy and bury damaging stories about Trump. Pecker testified that he had final say whether to publish any story involving celebrities.
Court is back in session on Tuesday, and Pecker will be back on the stand. But first, the judge plans to hold a contempt hearing on Trump's alleged violations of the limited gag order in this case. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Well, a new family fun center is now open in Spokane Valley. We'll take you inside and show you some of its biggest attractions. Stay with us.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Craig Swap & Associates.
With Fargo, the new virtual assistant from Wells Fargo, you can instantly know what you spend on things like food.
Fargo, what did I spend on groceries this month?
Hey, Dad, can the guy stay for dinner?
No.
Want faster, easier banking? You can with Wells Fargo.
What makes Hospice of Spokane unique is their level of dedication to the patient.
We try to wrap our services around the patient and the family.
Your team feels like our team. That's how much we know you care about making sure patients and families get what they need.
We go, I feel like, above and beyond for the hospice patients to make that last journey of life comfortable.
Good morning. Thank you for calling Mainstream Electric Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. How may I help you today?
I'm having some problem with my air conditioner.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What sort of problem?
Well, it's making a clingety, clangety, clunk. Sound.
Oh, no worries. We can certainly take care of that for you. Here at Mainstream Electric Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, we speak your language.
It's the once-a-year spring tune-up event this week at the Cal Superstores in Airway Heights and Coeur d'Alene.
Hi, I'm George, and I'm offering great deals on over 300 of the best rigs in the region.
And this weekend, when you purchase a vehicle from Cal, you can get up to $600 in free upgrades, like light bars, custom grills, or tires and rims to customize your ride, making it the perfect time to visit Cal.
Like the deals and love your wheels.
With Fargo, the new virtual assistant from Wells Fargo, you can pick up the tab even when you forget your wallet. I got this.
Fargo, send Kaz $145 to Zelle.
Smooth. Do you, Fargo? You can with Wells Fargo.
They found a pearl inside a clam while having a romantic dinner. Next, Inside Edition. Look at them now. They're getting married.
You may kiss the ball.
Then, Trump on trial after the complaints.
Everybody was freezing in there.
After the bluster.
The whole thing is a mess.
The time has finally come as the DA presents his case.
Watch the next Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
All right, you'll want to keep your allergy medication handy over the next few days because our pollen counts are in the high range according to pollen.com. The good news is We do have rain coming toward the end of the week, and so if you're an allergy sufferer, that's going to help you out there a little bit.
And that does make a difference. Are you an allergy sufferer?
Yeah, I get the seasonal stuff for sure.
Yeah, I'm kind of a mess this time of year. Let's take a closer look at that pollen count. This is from Asthma and Allergy of Idaho, which is part of the National Allergy Bureau. Our trees right now in the moderate range, and that's what really gets me. Grass, however, is in the high range right now. Weeds and mold, not much of an issue. Our allergy season, I always say my allergies for trees kick in right around St. Patrick's Day, and right about the time the lilacs bloom, I'm in the clear. So it's from March to the end of May. I'm somewhere in there. And then the grasses kick in typically at the beginning of May, but they're a little bit early this year because of our mild weather. Go all the way through the end of July, and then the weeds pick up, ragweed, starting beginning of July and continuing all the way until our first freeze. The weather does have an impact on our pollen. The cool, wet weather helps wash that pollen out of the air, but the warm, dry, and especially the windy conditions, that's what really gets you, allows more pollen to be released, spreads it further on the wind. When the wind shifted the other day and we're coming from the northeast rather than our typical southwest, I swear it brought in a whole new crop of some sort of tree pollen, and it does make a big difference when you have those windy days. So it'd be great to wash some of that pollen out of the air and give everything a drink as well. Our chance of precipitation, 0 Tuesday and Wednesday, goes up to 30% Thursday, but really kicks in late Thursday and into Friday. And we do have the potential for some thunderstorms on Friday as well. Right now, it doesn't look like anything particularly widespread. Saturday, still a chance of showers, and that will continue through the weekend. We have a series of systems that will start moving in late Thursday into Friday morning. Along with that, we are going to see our winds picking up a little bit, but we are going to get some hopefully beneficial rains out of this series of systems. It's going to cool things down once we start seeing that chance of showers. Here's our temperature trend. We're above average for the next 3 days and then drop just a little bit below. Really, we're not too far one way or another. The white line right here is our average high, which is climbing into the lower 60s starting on Wednesday. Tuesday morning lows will be down in the 30s and 40s around the region. High temperatures on Tuesday were above average, 60s and even some 70s, 72 in Lewiston, 70 in Moses Lake. Breezy on Wednesday. That might be a tricky allergy day, but then we've got that rain coming in and some cooler weather as well. We're keeping a very close eye on Friday for the potential of thunderstorms. Also, just want to draw your attention to our overnight lows. We were down at freezing this morning, but we're going to be above freezing and then quite a bit above freezing through the next several days.
Okay, I like that. Well, record-breaking heat waves, several floods and wildfires, all made worse by climate change, carry a colossal price tag and is literally making the world poorer. A new study shows an approximately 19% reduction in global income over the next couple of decades, and it won't only impact big corporations and governments. CNN's Ivan Rodriguez explains.
The world is heading toward a gain of nearly 3 degrees of global warming in the next century, even with current climate policies. According to the United Nations, researchers say it's ordinary people who will feel the economic burden the most. Troubling results from a new study published in Nature, saying there is no way to avoid short-term financial pain, even if governments ramp up their efforts to tackle the climate crisis now.
The last 7 complete years, the United States has really broken so many different records in terms of weather and climate extremes, with the cost in excess of $1.1 trillion. The damage to people's homes, the increased cost to grow and transport food, and mental health tolls will be a hit on the economy, close to 19% by 2050. In some instances, those who are contributing to the problem the least will suffer the most. It's kind of luck of geography in a lot of this, or lack of luck. The Middle East, North Africa, and South Asia are the regions most likely to see income reductions based on the report.
In some ways, the effects of climate change will likely be larger there, both because of the higher vulnerability in many of these regions, but also because, frankly, they represent gargantuan departures from the conditions that these places are typically used to.
The U.S., a historically large polluter, will see a smaller impact than neighboring countries, but it won't be spared from the effects of a warming planet, especially younger generations.
Disasters, some of which are greatly amplified by climate change, can put the squeeze on housing supplies, making it less affordable.
Over the lifetime of a baby born this year, food prices are also seen rising an estimated $33,000 because of the disruptions to agriculture and supply chains, according to the report. In Atlanta, I'm Ivan Rodriguez.
Well, college campuses have become the center stage of debate in the U.S.'s involvement between Israel and Hamas. Protests have grown so tense at Columbia University that administrators canceled in-person classes today, instructing students and faculty to work from home instead. Pro-Palestinian demonstrators are calling on Columbia to divest from companies with ties to Israel. Some Jewish students say the unrest makes them feel unsafe. More than 100 demonstrators were arrested at a campus protest last week. A rabbi associated with the university told Jewish students to go home this week after the pro-Palestinian demonstrations. Today, President Joe Biden was asked if he condemns the protests around college campuses.
I condemn the anti-Semitic protests. I also condemn those who don't understand what's going on with the Palestinians.
Meanwhile, the Biden administration today labels the situation in Gaza a severe humanitarian crisis. The White House is also considering sanctions on the Israeli Defense Force after a ProPublica report that alleged human rights abuses by the IDF in the West Bank. All right, as we head to a break, here to look at ABC's primetime lineup for your Monday night.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Spring is in full bloom at Ritter's with acres of trees, shrubs, and perennials. Greenhouses bursting with flowers for containers and bedding. Exquisite fountains, benches, and sculptures. Experienced experts to help you choose what to grow at your home. And all 3-gallon and larger rhododendrons and azaleas are 25% off. So come up to Ritter's. Ritter's Garden and Gift on North Division.
Chevy gets it. I want it, and I can afford it can be one and the same. With Chevy Trax, a car and driver 10 best. The rugged Chevy Trailblazer. And Chevy Colorado, Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Chevy, all you want is all within reach. Connected by OnStar. Get 1.9% financing on select popular Chevy SUVs when you finance with GM Financial.
See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Nice work. You take card?
Can I get a check?
Sure. Let me go find one.
Thanks.
Check behind the VCR. Can I be frank? You're cutting off potential clients by not offering card payments. That's like only watching one channel.
That's fine. World War II channel.
One type of music.
Postmodern polka.
One chain.
Don't be a hater.
Try our mobile card reader.
Oh, good. You do take it.
Welcome to the future.
All right, let's power up.
Nice. 2 hands. 10 and 2. STCU Business.
With local utility rebates and massive tax credits available, it's now possible to upgrade to a heat pump for less than a traditional air conditioner. Heat pumps are far more efficient than air conditioners when it comes to heating and cooling your home. Get year-round comfort with higher efficiency, all while lowering your monthly utility bills. So don't be fooled into buying outdated air conditioning technology. Upgrade to a heat pump, the smart choice for smart homeowners. Call Bill's Heating and AC today for your free estimate.
And off you go. Off to see your friends. To work. To a game. To wherever this good boy is going. AutoNation Toyota makes it easy to find the right car for wherever you're off to next. Take advantage of 2.25% financing on new Tundra models or a new Tundra 1794 edition with over $5,500 off. Go to AutoNation Toyota today. What drives you drives us.
4 News Now is brought to you by Roofs by Premier.
Spokane Valley's newest entertainment center is ready for takeoff. Flight 509 has activities your kids will love and plenty of fun for mom and dad, too. It's the official opening week for the locally owned business. 4 News Now's Allison Martinez has an exclusive first look.
At Flight 509, there's activities for all age groups, starting with the Spin Zone.
Nods to adventure and air travel infiltrate all 22,000 square feet of Flight 509. The owner, Tim Homer, was inspired by his travels as a pilot. He wanted to include his favorite parts of attractions he saw around the world.
My favorite part is probably the Ninja Warrior course.
Tim's whole family was involved in the creation, including his grandkids. They had a hand in everything from picking the food and drinks to the games and attractions.
It went so great. Everyone had a blast, especially the kids. Even my grandma was involved in helping my cousin, who's the kitchen manager, design the menu.
Feedback from every age group resulted in a space where fun takes flight.
We try to do activities for all ages so that we don't just have younger kids or older kids or adults. Everybody can come in and do something fun, whether it's adults bowling, young kids on the Ballosity, or all ages playing laser tag.
The Flight 509 crew even went the extra mile to make the space accessible to everyone.
For us, ADA requirements weren't just a box that we were trying to check off. We really wanted to make a space that was accessible to everybody.
In honor of opening week, you can expect plenty of promotions as you try out the space. For more information, you can go to our website, KXLY.com. Reporting in Spokane Valley, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
Looks like a lot of fun. Here's a live look over downtown Spokane. As we head to another break, we'll be right back with one last look at your 7-day forecast.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the Turbo Max engine and best-in-class standard torque. And Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now. Get $5,000 total value on Silverado, LTZ, and High Country models when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Or during Chevy truck season, get as low as 0.9% financing in all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups.
See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
You're feeding it.
I will, I promise. Thanks to our Premier Rewards Visa credit card from ICCU, we earned enough cash back to stock up on puppy supplies.
But we don't have a puppy.
They're very convincing children.
Want free college or career training? It's possible.
We're the advocates.
And we go to court.
The insurance companies take us seriously.
Because we go to court.
And if they don't offer you a settlement you deserve, they know.
We'll go to court.
So if you or a loved one are seriously injured in a crash,
call us.
Oh, I thought for sure he was going to say.
We go to court.
There it is.
We're the advocates. And we go to court. Injured? You deserve an advocate.
The Honda you want is here. Get a great offer on the stylish HR-V or the Civic. Which car and driver called fun to drive? There's never been a better time to drive in the moment with Honda. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
This Saturday, 2 different winners will win a share of just over $10,000 cash. 2 nights in a cabin and a 2-day pontoon adventure at Two Rivers Resort. Learn more at Mistaqua.com.
4 News Now is brought to you by McVeigh Brothers.
All right, coming up tonight on Nightside, a major ruling in the University of Idaho murders case. The judge saying Bryan Kohberger's defense team can continue surveying prospective jurors. The defense is trying to prove Kohberger cannot be fairly tried in Latah County, hoping this survey will reveal bias against their client. More details on what prompted this ruling and the other counties they could move to coming up tonight on Nightside.
One more look at your 7-day forecast. Some nice warm weather Tuesday and Wednesday. A little bit breezy Wednesday and then needed showers back in the forecast. Possibility of thunderstorms on Friday.
Okay. Don't put those rain jackets away just yet.
No.
All right. Thanks for being with us here on 4 News Now at 6. We'll be back for 4 News Now Nightside coming up tonight at 11.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.